Hey guys, this is Bryan from Keeping Up with the Nerds coming at you guys with a May 4th video the day before May 4th. Would have totally released this video on Wednesday, but given that our podcasts, which come out every Wednesdays at 11:30 here on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts on any audio platform, please go check us out. We're doing a really great job, I think, at least. And totally would have done it, but we're celebrating Star Wars a day early, and why not? Who can ever get enough of Star Wars, right? Well, I've assembled the crew of Keeping Up with the Nerds to talk about their favorite Star Wars moments with all of you guys. So, if you guys liked this video or like what you guys saw, please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification button, and let us know your favorite Star Wars moments down in the comments below. Without further ado, I won't hold the crew back. Guys, take it away with your favorite Star Wars moments.
Hey everyone, Rene here, and happy May the 4th. Today I'll be talking about my favorite film, which happens to be right here, which is Return of the Jedi. I like this movie so much because you see the growth in Luke in this film. You know, he's from Empire Strikes Back, from being so emotionally driven to very not thinking fully when he takes on Vader in Empire Strikes Back. When he fights Vader in this film, you see that he's more zen, he's more in tune with the Force, he is a Jedi Master. His lightsaber's different too. He created his own lightsaber, which happens to be green, which is cool. I think that's awesome. And the fight here too is just so emotionally driven. You see how Vader sees how much his son has changed and how much that if he didn't go to the dark side, basically that's what he would have become as Luke, as a Jedi Master. And you see that resonate with him when he's fighting, and they don't want to fight each other, but they have to in a way in order to. It's not just about them, but it's about the whole galaxy as well too, which is really cool, really emotional, and that's why I like it so much. It's such a good fight. I kind of prefer this fight more than Empire because they're both equally powerful in some ways and stuff. And then you get to see the Dark Lord, the Darth Lord for the first time, Palpatine, which is awesome. And it's just so good. I like it. I like it more than Empire. I like it more than New Hope because I'm always about character growth, and I always like to see that in movies. And I think Return of the Jedi is such a good example of character growth in storytelling, and I really enjoyed it. And it can't get better than that, That's pretty much it for me. I mean, that's the reason why I like it so much. Sorry if you guys are wondering why Renee's wearing a beanie. It's because it's the morning time. I'm filming this in the morning time, and I don't want to do my hair, so that's pretty much it. And I'm doing this, and I'm just barely getting my iced coffee right now. But that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, it can't get better than this for me than Return of the Jedi. I love it so much. And plus, those Ewoks are so cute. I'm biased, all right? I saw those as a kid. I was like, oh, they're so cute, blah, blah, blah. It's a generation thing, all right? I get it. But that's pretty much it. All right, guys. Thank you for watching my portion of this video. All right. See you later, and may the 4th be with you.
All right, Rene, thank you so much for sharing your favorite Star Wars moments. I'm going to go ahead and share mine now, and it so happens to be Rogue One, the entirety of that film. If you guys have been listening to the podcast or know any one of us, you guys will know that Rogue One is by far my favorite Star Wars movie of all time. Beautifully shot, beautifully told, and I'm going to be 100% honest, it's one of those movies that really captures the essence of Star Wars as a whole without this whole Force, the lightsabers. It's literally bringing out more of a war story in the Star Wars universe, which is such a great thing to see. It was a breath of fresh air when the movie first came out, and I remember watching it for the first time and just falling deathly in love with it. I'm a huge enthusiast of X-Wings. I love seeing them on the movie, and anytime they have some big scene there, I'm always in love with them. So if you give me a beautifully shot movie with a beautiful story and you fill them up with X-Wings, great. I'm gonna fall in love with it. Not only that, but for me, Star Wars has always held some sort of tragedy to it, and out of the mainline stories, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, so happens to be my favorite out of everything. We already know where it's headed. We already know that it's going to be a tragedy and a sad outcome with Anakin Skywalker into his descent as Darth Vader, or rise, however you want to see it. So Rogue One pretty much kind of follows that same trend. You already know the outcome in the ending. We already know that this is a suicide mission and it does not end well for our heroes, but the story and the journey that it kind of leads up to is what makes this story great. You got a great cast of characters. Of course, you're always going to have a droid, and we get a great one with Alan Tudyk, I believe, is the one who voice acts it. We get a great one in there as well. It's just perfect all around. And that's pretty much my favorite Star Wars moment. Hold up. How could I forget the Darth Vader scene at the end? By far one of the greatest scenes of all time in Star Wars. It's just getting the Darth Vader energy, the raw energy and anger that, we all happen to know from the comic books, from the movies, from the TV series. Great movie overall. So for me, Rogue One, I guess if it's a moment, but for me, it's the whole movie. Nick, I'm going to hand it over to you. Let's go ahead. Hear what your favorite Star Wars moment is.
Hey guys, happy May the 4th to you. So I wanted to talk about this girl. This was one of my most favorite things inside of Star Wars, is the rise of Ahsoka Tano inside of the Star Wars universe. This is a character that started out with Dave Filoni and George Lucas, and they were able to make this character start out as a young Padawan that is now translated over almost 20 years, and going into, hey, she's an adult now. This is what she's doing. This is how she's helping the rebellion. This is what she was doing when Luke Skywalker was out and about, saying that, yes, there is more Jedi out there. Luke is by far the closest to a Jedi Master, but this is somebody who is right up there. Ahsoka Tano, the Padawan of Anakin Skywalker, which when coming out, that automatically sounds awesome. Knowing that Anakin Skywalker during the Clone Wars had a Padawan is amazing. It's so cool. And it puts so much depth into Anakin's story. It shows that Anakin was a true Jedi. He was a true friend to not only Obi-Wan, but also to the people around him, the Jedi around him. And it shows the loyalty and love that he had for his Padawan. The animated series for the Clone Wars is by far, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It really does bring a lot of context. If you were ever a hater of the Clone Wars, which I have to admit I was. I didn't like Clone Wars when it first came out. The movie, not the show. I was very against it when it first came out. I was pretty young when it came out, but I do have to admit I did not like it. I was against it. Then I watched Clone Wars. Then I saw the journey that Anakin had to go through, going from Clone Wars into Revenge of the Sith, and seeing that there is a true journey here. He did fall, and this is one of his greatest failures, showing that he loved his Padawan, and the minute that she left, he didn't know what to do. And he had no one to talk to except for Palpatine. This is what I love about Star Wars. Family, hope. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear what you guys think. Do you think that Ahsoka Tano is up there with one of the best Star Wars characters? I think she's up there with Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker, any of them. Let me know. Guys, it's up to you.
Hello there. How you doing? It's Miguel from Our Real Addiction. I just wanted to celebrate with you guys this May 4th and tell you about one of my favorite Star Wars moments that I've had deeply engraved in my heart and in my memory. And honestly, to kick off my love for Star Wars, I think it all started with Attack of the Clones, because that's probably the earliest recollection I have when it comes to watching Star Wars, the first movie that I did see. And it was so fun because it was an immersive world filled with so much chaos and drama and spaceships and lightsabers and force. And it was one of those things that you wanted to have as a kid. So I remember playing with my action figures, like just replaying the scenes over and over again. But my favorite moment for that movie was when Padme, Anakin, and Obi-Wan are all about to get like they're in some kind of tournament where they have to fight for their lives to get out, and it's kind of towards the end of the third act or the beginning of the third act, and it's like Padme just being a complete badass and Anakin being a complete badass and Obi-Wan being the smart Jedi he is and just kicking ass. And that is one of my favorite moments. But I think what overruled it overall was in The Mandalorian, and I have something for that real quick. Oh, put my finger in this. When Mando is just having his first scene, and he's I know this is Boba Fett, but I just want to say, I mean, I can spray paint this and I'll be Mando, but I just want to say that first episode of The Mandalorian was probably one of the most empowering. I don't think that's the right word, but it's one of those things where Star Wars was lacking, especially after the release of Rise of the Skywalker, and then we get this show, and then it's like, oh, that's why we love Star Wars. That's why I love this world. And honestly, the entire 2 seasons of The Mandalorian is probably one of the best things that has ever came out recently. And with the addition also of like Rogue One, which I have to heart, but I'm celebrating May 4th with y'all from the shakiness of my hand and the Force as well. But I just wanted you to know and wish you guys a happy May 4th and a blessed Revenge of the 5th. So those are my Star Wars moments, guys.
It's hard to choose one thing or one moment in Star Wars that I love, or is that's my favorite movie moment. But I think I'll describe what I just love about the franchise overall. And I think what I love the most about Star Wars is how different it is from any other movie franchise. It takes place in outer space, and there's a bunch of space battles, and you know, the characters are just so different and they are so cool, and the storytelling just comes full circle in this franchise. And you know, the movies aren't simply just good versus evil. It's sometimes a battle within, like in the sequel trilogy. But also, I love how big the celebration is when there's a new movie or a new TV show. But then also, like, I think of all like the merch that you can own. Like, you can own an actual like lightsaber, you know, and that is so cool to be able to own one of these. You know, you can own a more movie accurate style saber, but you can also own a custom. And it's not just the customs that Disney offers, it's also third-party companies who do their own customs. But not just that, like, you can own kyber crystals. You can own your own kyber crystal. You can own your own pin from making a lightsaber at Disney. Or you can buy, you know, custom style pins. Or you can even own robes and the tunics and the holocrons, or even like a pop of the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. Like, Star Wars is just so cool. Like, or Legos, the perfect example right there. I own a Lego Darth Vader head. That's super cool to own. But Star Wars is just so awesome. You can't really pick out one thing that makes Star Wars amazing, or what's my favorite, or what resonates with me. I think it's more than just the movies that I love. It's the atmosphere of being able to be a part of the fan base. But I think the biggest thing that I love the most about Star Wars has to be happy May the 4th be with you.
Well, guys, that about does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to the Keeping Up with the Nerds crew for making this video on such short notice. If you guys, again, like what you saw here, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification button. Again, let us know down in the comments below what are your favorite Star Wars moments. We'd love to hear from the community, and I think we've posted this on our social medias as well. Thank you guys for all the support, for continuously helping us grow. We're already at 100+ subs here on YouTube, and we want to keep growing. We're aiming high. We're bringing some great stuff for year 2 for Keeping Up with the Nerds. So thank you once again, guys, and we will see you all in the next one.